What's up, everybody? Tonight we're going to be making chicken skewers. Actually, you can set those skewers aside because we're just going to be prepping our skewers tonight. We're going to get all of our stuff cut up and we're going to make a marinade and we're going to let that sit overnight. And then tomorrow we're going to skewer them up and grill them. So, cheers! And let's prep. Now I'm going to start with my vegetables. I already got one pepper cut up over here. And cut the rest of them. I just got 3 bell peppers. Just going to cut down and then cut around all these seeds. Cut that bottom off. Look at that piece right there. That's a little big. Cut it in half. There you go. I'm looking for about 1-inch pieces. 1-inch square pieces. So cut them about that, and then just cut them in half. I got peppers, a couple zucchinis, well, 1 zucchini, 1 squash, and some red onion. We're gonna dice all that up, large dice all that up, then we'll start cutting up our chicken. We got our vegetables all cut up. Now it's time to move on to our chicken. So I'm just gonna cut this into like 1-inch cubes. You don't gotta go crazy making everything perfect. As long as it's kind of similar, so the cooking time is about the same, you're good to go. But don't stress over it. Let's have fun. And that's all there is to it. Time to put it all together. We got our chicken, going with our vegetables. Got some fresh rosemary and thyme from my garden. I'm gonna go ahead and just rub them around. That's gonna help all the oils come out. Get some nice flavor in there. Then we're going to go in with half a cup of cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and 1.5 cups of olive oil. We'll give that a toss. And then remember that we have 4 cloves of crushed garlic that we're going to add to it as well. And give it a little more toss. Okay, so you could toss this all together and just leave it in the bowl and stick it in the fridge to marinate. I like to take it and put it into a Ziplock bag. That way I know everything is going to be covered in all of that oil and vinegar that I added. If you leave it in the bowl, you could make sure that it's covered, but you're going to need to use a lot more oil and vinegar. If you put it in a bag, squeeze it, push out all the air, everything's getting marinated. So we're just going to transfer this, go into the fridge, and then just sit and wait. We got everything in the bag, so I'm just gonna seal it up partially and start pushing all that air out. Keep sealing it while we push the air out. And now everything is going to get that oil and vinegar. It's all fully submerged. And you used about half the oil and half the vinegar that you would need if you were to marinate it in a bowl. With the same, if not better, results. Okay, let that sit in the fridge overnight. I'll see you tomorrow. Our chicken and vegetables have marinated overnight, and we got our charcoal going outside. So while that burns down, we're gonna put our skewers together. I like to just take all this and dump it into a bowl first. All we're gonna do is take a piece of chicken, a pepper, an onion, a piece of zucchini, and it doesn't have to be perfect order every time either, and just continue that process down the skewer. That's all there is to it. I got a tray here. I'm gonna set them on that tray. Got a paper towel down to kind of dry them off a little bit before we go onto the grill, so we get a nice char to them. And that's it. So skewer these up, and we will go outside, start grilling. Chicken skewer perfection. Now I like to just take a knife and cut some of the thickest pieces of chicken on a couple different skewers to check for doneness. You could use a thermometer if you want, but it's beautiful, nice and juicy. If you enjoyed, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.